This is English shorthand dictation number 68 and the dictation speed is 140 words per minute. Ready? Start. The COVID-19 pandemic has hit the real estate industry pretty adversely. Majority of the construction workers are the migrant workers. Due to the difficult situations, many of these migrant workers have moved towards their own shelters, and there is a less possibility of their return any time soon. Therefore, the developers are experiencing a shortage of construction workers all around the world. They are facing problems not only from the construction aspect but from the revenue side as well. Many of their customers have experienced economic challenges which has slowed down the flow of funds towards the developers. This has resulted in delayed payments to material suppliers and contractors. Also, the banks are experiencing an increase in the numbers of non-performing assets. Altogether, the whole real estate ecosystem has been affected very negatively. In this situation, some new strategies may help the developers to regain stability. First of all, a virtual site tour is a much better option to adopt in order to generate the interest in buyer's mind without the need of leaving his or her home. This way, the developer can eliminate frequent site visits for the potential customers and also can show the property to the customer's family and peers too. Besides, the developer can reach out to potential customers residing at any location around the world with its offering. Verification of documents is a very important part of any property buying. Mostly, the real estate developers used to provide the hard copies of their property documents and restricted the reach to the public. But digitizing the documents and sharing the relevant documents to the public online will not only increase the transparency but also will increase the credibility of the project. The customers will be more confident to buy the product even if they are far away. Safety of the workers from the virus is too important in the current situation. First of all, a positive case at the site may completely shut down the work for some days by the local authorities. Secondly, it will create a panic among the workers and decrease the effectiveness of the work. Therefore, it is essential for real estate developers to take precautions like ensuring that every worker wears a mask, encouraging workers to keep a distance from each other, washing hands, etc. This will not only maintain the workers safe but also will create a sense of assurance in their minds. This is a challenging time to manage the construction progress with limited human resources and uncertainty in the fund and material supply. Developers can focus on reducing wastes and utilizing the most from the available resources. Work allocation of the workers is also essential. With limited workers, real estate developers need to be accurately allocating tasks to avoid delay and reworks. If required, they can involve the buyer in the process and take his inputs at regular intervals to avoid reworks at the finishing stage. Another big challenge is to procure materials for construction. Due to travel restrictions, many manufacturers are unable to deliver the materials at the scheduled time. Many manufacturers have even shut down their workshops due to several reasons. So, a big task for the real estate developers is to select the right companies, vendors and suppliers who have the availability of the materials and even can deliver at the scheduled time. They can be chosen based upon the location of the workshop, supplier credibility, and company manufacturing capacity. Avoiding international procurement and going for local players without hampering the quality would definitely help. In difficult times, it is essential to show empathy with the customers. As real estate involves high investments, customers facing problems due to pandemic would not be able to release funds at right moments. Frequent and rigid follow-ups may hamper the relationship as well. Therefore, understanding their situation and showing empathy will not only ensure that you will be in their priority list to pay dues, but also will win the goodwill among the customers. This will be a good strategy to have a word of mouth marketing and referrals from your existing customers. Real estate developers can also start connecting previous customers and show care to their situation, which may generate a positive reputation and may also generate new contacts for sales. For a real estate developer, the current situation is the most challenging time from multiple aspects. New and smart strategies are required to be implemented. The power of the internet and technical tools can be very helpful to manage the operations remotely. While many developers would be facing the problems, the one showing genuine care to both its workers and customers will emerge as a game changer. Goodwill during the adverse times is a long-lasting asset for any company. The COVID-19 pandemic and its multi-pronged effects are no more a secret topic for any country around the globe. Medical experts brought in an effective solution to contain this pandemic, and that is voluntary social distancing, further leading to complete lockdown where situation is beyond self-discipline. Microfinance sector also got hit by this pandemic. Small and micro loans serve large segment of population running small and micro enterprises, mostly in unorganized livelihood domains. These financial institutions play a key role between commercial lending institutions ready to take moderate risk for better returns and clients who are in need of non-collateralized loans to finance their livelihood activity. The latest report published by MFIN shows that the sector caters 3.22 crore clients with gross loan portfolio of rupees 74,000 crore. The sector holds a strong position when it comes to return on investment in monetary and social returns. The amount of money deployed in this industry reaches out huge number of customers with sustainable and traceable livelihood options and making it more impactful for social scientists and for financial investors. The reports also mention that the industry received 33% higher amount in debt and equity than previous year, showing increase in demand of loans and increase in trust from lenders. Microfinance industry works on the basis of close contact, trust and financing sustainable livelihoods. On one hand, it fuels micro and small enterprises. On the other hand, it generates employment opportunities in unorganized and organized sector. It is estimated that even during pandemic, this sector employs more than 2 lakh individuals working at field level, organizing virtual meeting with clients and resolving their queries related to business sustainability, finances, convergence of government support and even personal health management related to COVID-19. Other than internal employment, the sector gives employment and entrepreneurial opportunity to almost 3.22 crore individuals. In other words, each income generating loan given is for changing the life of all family members. Complete lockdown brought halt to almost every business, but worst affected were those with small or no reserves and operating in high liquid model. Most micro and small businesses are impacted except the ones engaged in activities coming under essential goods and services as announced by government from time to time. Farmers have completed sowing of kharif crops in nearly 55% of the season's normal area by the first week of July. Last year at this time they had achieved hardly 38% coverage while undertaking the bulk of plantings after mid-July and all through August. The primary reason has been the southwest monsoon's timely onset and the country receiving 14% above normal rains so far. Water levels in major reservoirs are at 146% of the last 10 years average for this time, and groundwater tables are recharged from the good pre-monsoon showers. Farmers have sought to capitalize on the excellent soil moisture conditions. Not surprisingly, every major crop has posted a significant acreage jump over last Kharif. Fertilizer sales registering high double-digit growth every month from November is further proof of farmers' inclination to plant and also invest in their crop. India is headed for a bumper Kharif harvest on top of the recent Rabi or winter spring crop. This is of course subject to the monsoon not playing truant in the second half and also no locust attacks. Last year there was very little rainfall till the last week of July, after which it poured so much that 2019 ended up as the wettest year in a quarter of a century. The opposite happening cannot be ruled out this year. One needs to equally watch out for locust swarms.